In the era before kingdoms were bound by parchment and seals, when the mountain spoke through the wind and the rivers carried messages to the spirits, there arose a great power struggle in the ancient land of Mlima. The throne was held by a revered king known as Mansa I to the common folk. Villages sprawled across the plains, thriving in the blessings of the mountain. But not everyone believed in his right to rule, for in the shadows lurked a faction of discontented nobles known as the Pseudos. These elders, once loyal, now sought to challenge the supremacy of the king and claim the mountain's blessing for themselves. But now, the winds of change blew over the land, whispering of challenges yet to come. In the sacred halls of the council, the great ruler Mansa I stood before his elders, his voice commanding and fierce. Adorned in the skins of lions and golden ornaments, he spoke of the kingdom's plight. Yet, among his advisors, whispers grew louder, whispers that it was not the mountain, but Mansa I himself, who had angered the spirits. Fear and uncertainty clouded the council, as the kingdom's future hung in the balance. While Mansa I held council with his advisors, a different meeting took place in the depths of the Forest of Shadows. There, beneath the twisted branches of ancient trees, a group of discontented nobles known as the Pseudos gathered in secret. Led by the cunning Ulsagun, the solemn Vieira, and the battle-scarred Zidane, they plotted against the king. They spoke of a ruler who had lost the favor of the mountain and the spirits. They vowed to challenge his reign and return the kingdom to the old ways. As the Pseudos plotted, the very earth groaned under the weight of the kingdom's turmoil. The once fertile lands had grown barren, and the rivers ran dry. Cattle grew thin, and the people suffered. It was as if the mountain itself had turned its face from the kingdom. The winds carried the cries of the spirits, and the people feared that the mountain was preparing to rise in anger. It was here, in the sacred caverns high on Mlima's slopes, that the final confrontation began. Mansa I, the chosen of the mountain, stood before the Pseudos, his power drawn from the very heart of the mountain itself. Opposite him, the Pseudos chanted in the old tongue, calling upon the spirits to strip him of his power. Lightning cracked in the sky, the earth trembled, and the spirits of Mlima were called upon to make a final judgment. In the aftermath of the battle, silence fell upon the mountain. Mansa I stood alone at the entrance to the sacred caverns, the chosen of Mlima. The Pseudos knelt before him, their rebellion crushed, their voices silenced by the will of the mountain. The sun rose slowly over the horizon, casting a golden light upon the kingdom. Mansa I had emerged not as a tyrant, but as a servant of Mlima, bound by a promise to lead with wisdom and humility. And so, peace returned to the ancient land, guided by the mountain's eternal watch.